If that was just a little bit lower, I'd totally ramp over that truck. Especially since I'm not on my own bike. Hello partners, this is Osage Bagger. I am here for another video. So, as you can tell in the title, which as I say that I haven't actually even thought of a title, you can see I'm not on the old blue bomber. I am on a 2020 Road Glide Special. So it's definitely been modded out a little bit, so these aren't like stock, but it's probably a little bit different view. It's a different feel for me, for sure. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come out here, you know, out here. I'm gonna turn left, go up there a little bit, turn left, get on the highway. Basically, I'm kind of going around my town. So I don't know, I'm gonna take it out and let you guys know what I think. I will say this real quick though, something that drives me crazy is I actually kind of washed it. It's my dad's bike. I was like, hey, let me take your bike out and I'll wash it. He's like, yeah, deal. But I realized I didn't wash it in here and it's driving me crazy, but I think I'll make it. I'd really like to ride up there, but I don't think you can. I also don't know what that is. What can you do? So you know what, something I've kind of noticed about this bike is that one thing that's like a lot different than the Street Glide, which I could say that like I'm kind of an expert with because that's the only bike I ride. But what's really weird is like to have to reach forward and touch the screen. Not like that's a really big deal. I really hope that you couldn't hear that music the whole time. I am actually the king of getting flagged on YouTube and actually Instagram for that. Like I feel like I keep it pretty PG, but like the last 5 videos I posted have all came back and I had to like fix stuff. Like I had a song playing and like a 10-15 second clip, clack, and they flagged me. And YouTube has a real crazy thing though where you basically can like they can like basically turn the music down. I don't know, it's real weird. But anyway, I really hope you couldn't hear the Childish Gambino, but if you could, I'm just gonna go with it. So one thing that I've noticed for sure, it is crazy like how used to, like when I got the Street Glide, I got the old blue bomber, everyone was like, I don't know man, you have the fairing attached to the forks, like that's just, I don't know, that's just real scary. Which is, you know, I'm sure that's a normal thought, but for me I was like, oh, you know, what can you do? But for me it's actually weird to be riding a bike with a fairing and not have it attached to the forks. Like just like you have the fairing anyway, but yeah, it's kind of strange for me. The setup for this bike is actually a little bit different. I was really wanting to take it out when it was all stock, but I didn't. Look at that goddamn gathering up there. What the hell? Go over here, don't get pooped on. Bunch of goddamn shit hogs. Anyway, I don't remember where it's at. Oh yeah, so what the, anyway, I don't remember where it's at, but with the fairing, I'll say this, it's definitely something I gotta get used to, just riding around with it. I could definitely see why people would enjoy it, because it's like, well, first off, just having like a fairing or a windshield is like, it's amazing because it's just you know, blocks wind. And like that bug, it just went off this windshield, poop, up, and went right off my helmet. Didn't even get hit right in the face. Pretty awesome. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this road right here, which is technically, I think, called Gap Road. And this is where we have a goddamn hangout. I don't know what they're doing. You know what's funny? One thing that I've noticed on this, and this is like not a big deal, and it's actually something you can add, but I'm a hill shifter. I have a hill shifter on the old Blue Bomber, and this one doesn't have it. So when I was riding earlier, I left the mic at work. It's a long story. Anyway, so I left the mic at work, and I was trying to go around a truck, and so I was like really hauling ass, and I went to hill shift and I missed it, and it was just like they were laughing at me, I'm sure. But anyway, if I, like any new bike I get, like I have to have a hill shifter without a doubt. I mean, not without a doubt, it's just what I like, it's what I'm used to. You don't use them, cool. You do use them, cool. But as far as this bike goes, some of the things he's done to it is he has like some aftermarket handlebars, as you can kind of tell. He has some aftermarket pipes on it, which I think they're LA Chopper. And he has this aftermarket seat, which is amazing, and I have to get one now because like it's so damn comfortable. Not that, like, my seat's nice because it's broke in and just like it fits my ass because I broke it in, and but with this one it's just, yeah, it's comfortable. My back's not hurting, which is cool. I'm also trying to take it like a little easy through here because if I'm being honest, like having that big fairing in front of me and like in turns, it's just a total different feeling. And plus you don't want to like wreck a motorcycle that's like $27,000. I mean, you guys might, but I sure as heck don't. I'll say this too. So I'm definitely not a motorcycle expert. Like, I'm an enthusiast. Like, I just love motorcycles. I like to work on them. I like to, you know, watch them in YouTube videos, Instagram. But I will say that when I've always, you know, obviously I've seen road glides, and one thing that I think kind of tripped me out was I didn't ever feel like the fairing in real life was as big as it is. Like, this fairing is huge. It's just like I don't know, I guess I was kind of expecting smaller. The street glides is definitely smaller, I feel like. Yeah, for sure. And this one's just like, kind of seems like I got this big, I don't know, like a big ball or something in front of my bike, which is a different feeling. I will say that it blocks wind extremely well, even though it has like some openings. It blocks it really well. So a quick fact about this road: this is Gap Road, and they have a thing out here called Gravity Hill, and I would go to it if I remembered how to get there, but I don't. So if you put your bike in neutral, it feels like you are going uphill. I think it's technically like downhill, but it looks uphill. I don't know, but it's pretty crazy thing. I don't remember the story about it. Something about like kids dying and trying to push you out of the way. I don't know. Another thing about this bike that I actually thoroughly enjoy, which is kind of funny because it's not like a huge deal, is it has like these right there. See that? See that? And a lot of storage room. Like, I just took my keys out and tossed them in there. I put my phone in there. I put my gum in there. You could probably put a gun in there if you wanted to, but I said gum. So this has a 114 cubic inch engine, the old Blue Bomber has at 103, and I don't know, like, I'm just saying, like, I could definitely tell. One of the times I took it out before I did this, like, just to make things clear, like, this isn't the first time I'm riding this bike. Like, I wanted to actually, like, take it out and give, like, an honest, like, opinion about it. But one of the first times I took it out, I had my dad with, or he was riding the Blue Bomber, I was riding this bike, and this might be Gravity Hill. That look like you're going uphill. Let's test it out. I mean, this is kind of, all right, ready? Oh, car's coming, never mind. So one of the first times I took it out, he had already broke it in. I think he put like 1,000 miles on it in a weekend. I was like, hey man, well, I say he'd already broke it in, but I was like, hey man, can I hit it? Like, can I give it some gas? And he's like, yeah, of course, I don't mind, you're the greatest son ever. And I was like, thanks, Dad. And so we're out kind of by my house, which has like a straightaway, and I just, like, I gave it gas, but the problem was is I missed the heel. Like, I went to heel shift and just kind of messed it all up. So I took it out, I hit it, I missed the heel shifter. Like, it was just kind of a bad run. I still got up to like 100. It was like, it was pretty intense, right? And so we pull into like this business right by it, and he's like, how fast do you get up to? I was like, almost 100. He's like, do it again, but like give it all you got. And I was like, all right, man. Like, this is my dad saying it, which I think is just kind of badass. Yeah, pretty badass dad. And so I did. I mean, I just hit it, and I gave it a lot of gas coming out of the business, and squealed the tires. It was a vent. Like, it got out from under me. Basically, it caught up, but I just took off flying. And so we stop at this church, kind of by it, like between business, church, and he's like, did you break loose? I was like, yeah, man, I was really going for it. He was proud of me, happiest he's ever been. I digress. So this has a 114 cubic inch engine. From what I could tell, it flies. I mean, these are bigger bikes. They weigh, look at those bikes. They weigh this much, right there, this much. And so you're just like, you need the bigger engine. I don't think the 103 is underpowered by any means, but I don't know. It's just pretty sweet. He has aftermarket intake on it too. Like, so here's the thing. So when he bought the bike, he's like, yeah, he's notorious for like doing stuff to his bike. He's kind of like I am. He just really likes working on them. Very notorious about it. And so when he bought it, he's like, yeah, son, I'm gonna be good. And I was like, cool. He said, I'm not gonna do anything to the bike. I mean, we got the warranty, I'm gonna let it go. And then, like, he rode it home. He's like, oh man, those pipes, they sound pretty bad. And I was like, yeah, they do. And he said, I don't know if I could get used to those handlebars, because they were like down here, you know. And I said, yeah, they're pretty bad. And then it was like, I don't know, it felt like a week later. He's like, well, my pipe should be in tomorrow. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I ended up getting some pipes. Oh, okay. Yep, my intake should be in. What? Yeah, I ended up getting some intakes. I ended up just canceling my warranty. And I was like, okay. Put some handlebars on it. So regardless, it's cool, all the stuff he's done to it. I like it. I mean, like, I have 12-inch handlebars. I think these are 14-inch, I think. I don't know how they count it, if it's to there or to there, but I feel like I'm kind of reaching on them. I also will say this, I'm So I'm 6'1", kind of, I guess, taller than average, and all right, let's hit it. So I don't know if you guys notice the difference, but I do. It doesn't seem nearly as windy as my bike. Now he has the aftermarket windshield on it, Memphis shades, which is 100% why it helps. It's not necessarily the fairing. See if that guy waves. And yeah, like I have like little pressure in my chest, like little wind, very little wind. Gonna turn around up here. So I guess overall, like even though I guess my overall like review of the bike is, even though it's a bagger, you know, fairing and all that, like it really does seem like it's totally different, a different motorcycle setup wise, and it's strictly because the fairing's attached to the frame. My brother, which you guys will be seeing soon, or maybe have already seen, I don't know, I'm mysterious. He has a Street Glide 2020 Street Glide special, and we had them side by side, and it was like this, the internals, everything was like, it seemed the same, except for like, you know, obviously the fairing and all that, but like same engine. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, so I mean, it's a totally different bike. It's a 2020, nicer. It has the Milwaukee 8 in it. I feel like, and I don't know if this is true or not, just from my experience, I feel like what the hell is that sound? I feel like the Milwaukee 8 vibrates less, and that's just from like the fact that I don't have the Milwaukee 8, and my handlebars are, damn, asshole didn't wave. My handlebars like vibrate if I don't have my hands on them, like really bad. Could be a bushing thing, but he has the same bushing as I do. I don't know. I get off topic, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I should have. I don't think I've ever rode a Road Glide before, so this is like my only experience with one. But overall, like, it's a badass bike. If this was my bike, I'd have the handlebars back towards me a little bit. Like I say, I'm 6'1", and so I feel like I kind of have longer arms, I guess. I don't know. And I feel like I'm really, really reaching out. My dad's like, he says 5'11". That's what he says. I feel like I'm definitely reaching on the bars. That's not Harley's fault. This is just how my dad installed them. I will say it's really kind of strange, like touching the screen, and I don't know if it's because like they really want you to focus on like doing the buttons, you know, like boop 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 boop, if they want you to do the buttons or what. But like, it was strange. It's strange for me to have to like lean forward and push something. I feel like mine's like right here. I don't know if that's true or not. Just feel like it. I mean, so overall, you know, my opinion of the Road Glide Special is definitely like favorable, and I don't know if it has everything to do with, but I mean, having a 114 cubic inch engine definitely helps. You can really haul ass on this thing. Like, I'm not even like comfortable with this bike enough to be like giving it everything. Like, I put it in the video like when I was coming out of the turn back there, like I didn't want to gas it because I didn't want it out from under me. When you ride your bike for so long, like I know everything about my bike. I feel like I know like how it's gonna go when I give it gas, and I don't know. And you know, I don't have that comfortable feeling on this bike. I'm not gonna knock it. The speakers are also cool. Like I really like the fairing, like for sure. The fairing is pretty badass, as in like I like the look, I like the speakers. What do they call this? Shark fin or shark tooth fairing. I also realized that I got a bug right there. Oh, so this has like the same. Someone got in trouble. So yeah, my review of the bike is it's strange because I feel like it's longer than the Street Glide. Might not be, but it feels like it, and that's probably has something to do with the fairing. So it's strange, like maneuvering. Like I feel like with the Street Glide, it's just like a muscle bike. I feel like, if that makes sense. Like it's just muscly. Not like because I'm on it, and you guys know how muscly I am. Not very. One thing he installed on it is like the spacer on the floorboards, so the floorboards kind of stick out a little bit further, and I am 100% gonna buy some as soon as I get back home. I don't really know how to end this without you know, I don't know how to really end this, so I'm gonna pull into this church and I am going to film around the bike, and then I'm gonna end the video. Yeah, so pretty badass looking bike though. It's all blacked out. It has we got him, I thought we got him RRI Road Rider Industry LEDs, but he does not have those. But so he has the aftermarket windshield on it, which is super nice. It has that flip handlebars. I talked about those. He put these pegs on for his girlfriend. I think he did, at least. He put the engine heat guard or whatever it is, wind deflector on. He's got the seat, which I'll put the name of it right here. He's got this antenna on it that's the bullet, which is cool and all, but it has no like the reception's terrible. He has these LED lights on the bags, LA chopper pipes. He's got this intake on it. It's a Arlen Ness. Pretty cool. You can see through it. That's trippy. I feel like I did a really terrible job washing it. But yeah, overall it's a badass bike. I definitely like it. When he got this bike, he was like, my brother kind of talked him into it because I have my Street Glide. My brother ended up buying a Street Glide, and my dad was like wanting to get one too, and my brother talked him out of it. He was like, hey, you don't need a Street Glide. He's like, check out the Road Glides. And then my dad did, and he loved it. Yeah, so overall, pretty badass bike. I won't be trading it out for mine, because mine has sentimental value. I love it too much. Not really. I'm just saying too, like, if with the screen, if you have buttons on here to like mute or like to do things like that, then it should be like a little bit closer. So I guess that's just me. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Can you guys see my Goonie shirt? Pretty awesome shirt. I think my wife got it Baby Gap. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and like, comment, and subscribe. And if this video doesn't get copyright rules, then maybe some more people watch it. That'd be cool. And yeah, hope you guys have a good day. See you later.